efficient service of dispatching the TENS machine, I was a little late in ordering it. Having been recommended TENS by a friend, I was eager and hopeful that it would allow me the natural birth I had planned. Needless to say, I was not disappointed.
The Baby Care TENS was my only method of pain relief. I would recommend the Baby Care TENS to anyone, with many thanks.
Waiting for that big day to finally arrive is exciting, but it is perfectly natural to feel a little apprehensive. You will be thinking about how to make giving birth as easy as possible. Preparation is essential.
Baby Care TENS has become the most popular choice for mums-to-be, as it is specifically designed to combat pain during childbirth. This is a safe, effective, drug-free method of pain relief, which still allows you to use other analgesics such as pethidine or gas and air if you wish.
What is TENS?
TENS stands for transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. The treatment consists of placing electrodes on areas of the skin to send currents through the skin to the nerves underneath.
How does Baby Care TENS work?
At the onset of labour, simply apply the 4 pads to your back and switch the TENS unit on. You will feel a pleasant pulsing sensation. This will help to raise the level of your own pain-relieving chemicals known as endorphins. When experiencing a contraction, press the boost button for the extra surge of power needed to combat the pain. When the contraction ends, press the boost button again. It's that simple.
I chose Baby Care TENS because a friend of mine had just given birth. I was coming up to the birth of my first baby and I became very, very nervous. I didn't know what type of pain relief to choose. So I phoned up Baby Care TENS, they sent me a brochure and I decided to hire the unit. Baby Care TENS I found very, very useful, especially during the labour for my first baby. As soon as I went into labour, I placed the pads on my back and I had relief right from the beginning of the birth to the end of the birth. I used no other pain relief. Straight after the birth of the baby, I was able to walk around, which was so good, and I was able to feed the baby myself. I would recommend Baby Care TENS to any mother-to-be. It's the only type of pain relief you can use where you don't have to use any other type of analgesic. There's no contraindications to the baby, which is really good, like you know that your baby's going to be safe during the labour, and you can use anything else with it if you want. It's really, really good for pain relief and it helps you be on the move throughout the labour. You don't have to be confined to your bed.
My position on a drug-free labour is the fact that a woman can actually be in more control of her body because she hasn't had any drugs in labour, for example, pethidine. And also the evidence has shown that women that have a drug-free labour tend to have a much better normal outcome and end up having a normal delivery of the baby.
Why should I use Baby Care TENS?
TENS can help a pregnant woman in various ways, but the most important way is during labour itself for pain relief. The electrodes are fixed on the back and can help reduce the pain experienced by the woman in labour, both between contractions and during contractions.
The benefits to a woman in labour when using a Baby Care TENS is the fact that she has control over the TENS machine herself, so she can switch it on and off and obviously alternate it to what she requires. It also gives them freedom of mobility. Mobility is really important, especially for a labouring mother and descent of the baby.
Morphine-based painkillers, also used for labour, can affect the respiratory output of the mother and therefore affect the baby's oxygen levels. Drug-free pain relief during labour with Baby Care TENS units is a safe, effective alternative to these other methods, which is controlled by the mother and holds no known detrimental effects to either her or her unborn child.
Can TENS be used by a patient who's considering a water birth?
Yes, they can. You can use TENS from right at the start of labour when it's most effective. And when you're having a water birth, commonly you don't actually go into the water until you're sort of 6 or 7 centimetres dilated, I believe. So until that stage, yes, of course they can. Obviously they can't take the TENS machine into the water with them, but until that stage it proves very effective.
If a woman's in labour for a long time, is the TENS machine still effective?
Yes, it will still work all the way through labour. The user feedback has shown that TENS is very effective for the first stages of labour. And people like to now combine it with a water birth as it's becoming more and more popular. Or for the final stages they might need some gas and air. But as you're all aware, every woman's different and it just entirely depends on the woman. But it's very effective for the first stages of labour.
I chose baby care TENS because I was looking on the internet for a drug-free option during my labour. I went onto the baby care TENS website and I found it very informative. It answered all of my questions and it came through very quickly, and I used it through my whole labour. The moment I started having contractions, my husband found it extremely easy to put the pads on my back. During my labour, I had an epidural that did not work, and I found that my only pain relief was the baby care TENS. I found I was mobile, I could walk around, it made it very easy for me. I used it in my first labour, and in the second pregnancy, going into labour, I didn't even ask for an epidural, just put the TENS machine on and had a totally natural birth.
After the child is born, TENS can be used for a number of problems. For instance, for shoulder pain from breastfeeding for long periods, or low back pain, for perineal pain after delivery, and so on.
I would always recommend using a baby care TENS. I found that I was totally in control. I wasn't reliant on any other drug. I found that I was still coherent and could give my opinions about what I wanted during the labour. And I found that after giving birth, I felt fine, I could walk around, and I found that it was a brilliant pain relief during the whole time.
Baby Care TENS makes only the highest quality products known for their excellent design, ease of use and unrivaled customer care. All Baby Care TENS are compliant with European medical device regulations. User feedback has shown that Baby Care TENS are most effective during the first stage of labour and help the mother to remain in control, stay alert and considerably reduce drug intake. Most importantly, there are no known side effects for you or your baby. TENS has lots of advantages for pain relief. It gives the control back to the person who's using it, rather than having to depend on the practitioner. It's simple to use, it's portable, they can take it wherever they want, and it can be used by different members of the family as well.
For more information about Baby Care TENS, please call our information hotline on 0845 230 9737 or visit our website at www.babycaretens.com.